Hi everybody, this is a video about the Green Party, specifically the Green Party of the United Kingdom. I've been having a bit of a look at their policies and so on, a bit of general research about them. They do seem like, on paper, quite a good party. I know a lot of people probably think they're a single issue party that's only concerned with environmental issues, which are of course important. But they do also support the idea of a living wage, i.e. the raising of the minimum wage to a more realistic living wage, and the restoration of public services, which I think is definitely something I support. So they aren't just a single issue party, although it's understandable why people might think they are. Obviously they're not one of the mainstream parties, which I think puts people off from voting for these sorts of parties if they're not part of the mainstream. But at the same time, I think the only way you can ever get a smaller party to the level of being mainstream is to give continual support to them. Now, I did actually vote for the Green Party many years ago. I think it was the first time I voted. I was about 19. Yeah, I didn't really regret it. Obviously, they're not. Didn't really have much optimism about them winning, but you know, you vote anyway. But I am very tempted to cast my vote for the Green Party in the upcoming election. I'm open to discussion on the matter, but I am quite tempted, based off of their policies alone. I also think these policies are achievable as well. I know that when you're a party that's not likely to get into power, you can have all sorts of grandiose policies, but these policies do seem fairly achievable, do seem fairly realistic. I mean, the one slight problem is they have apparently got one candidate who is transphobic, which is very unfortunate. It says, I'm just reading the article here, Cambridge Green Party parliamentary candidate Rupert Read has been accused of allying with anti-trans feminists. And yeah, I'll link the article in the description. But yeah, I'll just give it brief. It says, Mr. Reed's tweeted about the use of the word cisgender as the opposite of transgender, saying it troubled him. This drew attention from trans activists as an opinion shared by many prominent anti-trans feminists. So yeah, that's obviously problematic. That's not encouraging me about this party. However, I think it mentions later in the article, I mean, this is just one candidate. Yeah, the Green Party is one of the few parties with openly trans parliamentary candidates. Charlie Kiss is a trans man standing in Islington South and Finsbury, and Stella Gardiner in Bexley Heath and Crayford. So, on the one hand, they are one of the few parties that's actually quite trans inclusive overall, although they do apparently have a transphobe as one of their candidates, which obviously isn't good. Be interesting to discuss this if anyone's got any opinions on it. Obviously no party can be perfect, but nonetheless we try and find the party that we think best represents us, I suppose, don't we, and we vote for them. Yeah, I'll be doing a hangout on Tuesday discussing the upcoming British election, which is coming up in May. We'll be discussing that. It's not necessarily just for British people, although we are doing it at a time that is sort of friendly to Britain. So we're doing it at 9 PM Greenwich Mean Time. So if non-British people want to join in or if they have anything to contribute to a discussion about British politics, they can, but yeah, that's the time it's going to be at, so it's not going to be in the middle of the night. If anyone does want to participate in the hangout, I've invited a couple of people already. If anyone does, please could you do me a favour, just message me beforehand so I can just have a bit of a discussion with you about what is and is not appropriate behaviour in one of my hangouts. Okay, just had a few problems with the last one. But yeah, other than that, let me know what you think, everyone. Goodbye.